Welcome to the Fans First Talk Show. I'm your host, Liam.
And I'm your other host, Dex.
Coming up today on the Fans First Talk Show, we're going to cover all the new upcoming figures, the name-only reveals, the retro line, and future G.I. Joe classified vehicles. Next up, General Hawk. This is one of the ones that I've been most anticipating since the start of this line. When I was 5 years old, I got him brand new. So excited to have General Hawk. Called my buddy Andy over to my house. We sat on the front porch, popped the package open, and it flew out of the package, down the side of the porch, underneath the house. Gone in 5 seconds. Didn't even get to have him. I think all I had left was his backpack and his helmet. So, I've been waiting a long time to add General Hawk. How good is this one, people?
It's amazing.
Wow.
I really like that giant gun with the strap on it, so you can, strap it over him. And I'm pretty sure he can hold every weapon on him all at once.
It does look like that.
Yeah.
So this is a classic-looking Hawk with a vintage-style design. Mm-hmm. His age is showing. That's another good little subtle thing, right? There's some gray in the hair. Mm-hmm. If you zoom in on that face, there's some wrinkles on the face as well. If he's the leader, he's probably been around for a while, right? And he comes with a really cool-looking helmet.
And a grenade launcher.
Yeah, I mean, this is a souped-up Hawk. You can nitpick about what he should have come with, what he shouldn't have. I love this from start to finish. Like I said, we're talking about all the really good figures that are coming in the next year. He has a World War II look. There's some dry brush on that leather jacket of his, and the bomber jacket. We were hoping that this was the Hawk that we would get. There are different versions. This is the number one I wanted. I think most people are in the same boat, but wow, he's got both the general and the colonel pins on his jacket. Some people will definitely nitpick that and say he shouldn't have had that. He should have only had one. I don't really care. I think it's a good reference to both versions of him because we're not getting the first one from 1982, Colonel Hawk. So my opinion is, who cares about things like that? So long as the figure looks good, that's all that matters. And most collectors out there won't pick up on the significance of the pins that are on his jacket. Overall, it's just, how does it look? And I love this figure. But before I give my grade, Dex, let's jump over to you. How excited are you for Hawk from 1 to 10?
He's a really good figure. I'm not the biggest fan, though, so I'm going to give him probably a 7 out of 10.
Okay. And it's not perfect, but I love it. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I can't wait for this guy. I think he's number one on my most anticipated list, and I gave Mutton Junkyard a 10, saying that's how excited. I'm not excited because Junkyard's so good, but with Hawk, this is as near perfect as you can get with General Hawk. Outstanding work to Hasbro and everyone involved. I want to see more like this. And honestly, if you nail Hawk this well, I think that was a must. They couldn't screw up Hawk. If we'd had a Falcon situation with General Hawk, that's trouble. And finally, Hawk was sculpted by Paul Harding, another one of the guys who's out there making some of the best G.I. Joe classified figures that we've seen recently. We are very lucky to have some of the world's best sculptors for the toy industry working for G.I. Joe and giving us some of the best G.I. Joe figures we've ever seen.
Okay, next, let's talk about the Dreadnoks.
Yeah!
They're finally coming.
Yeah, we have Zartan and Zorana, and now we're getting Buzzer and Ripper, and on the name-only reveals for the pipeline list, pretty soon Torch is coming too. First, let's talk about Ripper. Holy! He comes with the Jaws of Life mechanical claw, which opens and closes. The sunglasses are removable, and Lenny has hinted that something is going on behind those glasses with his eyes. There are no backpacks shown in the render images, and there's so much detail on him. The grenades that are attached to his straps on his chest, the razor blade dog tag sort of things that are on a chain around his neck. Love it. This is another great example of the phenomenal sculpting that we're getting from Fred Aczon as part of the G.I. Joe Classified series. We are absolutely spoiled. He's got a gnarly looking beard, and the mouth is open with a snarl. I think this is a fantastic figure, and I know we're all excited about Dreadnoks, but when these come in, so long as there are no quality control issues whatsoever, I think people are going to be blown away by how much better this is than we're even expecting.
I'm just waiting for Road Pig and Naugahyde.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Those will be good too, but gotta start with the classics. So we got Ripper. Next we'll talk about Buzzer, but Dex, what do you give Ripper out of 10 for your excitement level?
Probably an 8. I really want to just get all the Dreadnoks, put them all together, and they'll look all good.
I mean, we're just getting into the good stuff now. We've got so many awesome figures in this line, but we still have so many more wicked ones to come. Out of 10, my excitement level for this guy is, 9 out of 10. How are you not excited about the Dreadnoks, right?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Buzzer now.
Yeah.
I really like this guy. I love his weapons, though. They're amazing. His little pistol, I'm surprised that's his only gun, though, but considering the other stuff, I don't think he really needs that gun.
I don't think he needs a gun either.
He's got a giant chainsaw, a double axe that looks insane. It's like there was a razor blade that he just decided to attach to a baseball bat.
And there's buzzsaws on that, too.
I don't know what you're doing with that. Like, what the heck? And then he also has a cool, like, anchor sort of, like, I don't know, some
axe blade, I think.
Yeah.
Attached to a nunchuck.
Yeah.
He's got a nunchuck with a chain, and on the end of that chain is an axe blade.
You know how much people, like, how many
this
times...
guy's a psycho.
You know how many times people accidentally hit themselves with nunchucks? Like...
Yeah, you don't want to make a mistake with that kind of nunchuck.
No, and I think he has some sort of, like, grenade on it. Yeah, he has 2 grenades on him. One of them kind of looks like a smoke grenade, kind of. It looks pretty cool. I like that they're having some of the grenades for them. Also on his, he has some dog tags on his pocket. And also he has a patch that has a star on it.
Yeah, and there's slick back hair and a ponytail and the vintage sunglasses. We are getting 1984 goodness right here. We're getting the Buzzer that we remembered, that we all loved. And I am super excited about this one. There are no backpacks again shown in the render images. The chainsaw looks so wicked. And his weapons, like, wow. These are the most dangerous looking weapons we've seen so far in G.I. Joe. Out of 10, Dex, what do you give Buzzer for your excitement level?
I gotta go a 9 out of 10. I really like him. He's one of my favorite Dreadnoks. He's really good. And especially with these accessories.
In terms of my excitement for Buzzer, I think I'm joining you there also at a 9 out of 10. I could not be more excited for the arrival of the classic Dreadnoks. Next up, we've got the Vamp and Clutch.
I really like this figure. It's insane. I love the fire extinguisher. They have to make everything look a bit smaller, though, to fit everything in here, considering how much they have on here. Because I don't think the fire extinguisher is going to be like the size of his hands, because that's pretty small. I think it's going to be pretty big. Same thing with that axe. The wrench, though, is going to be really cool. We have not seen that. I'm pretty sure he comes with the heavy artillery roadblock helmet. And also he also comes with the steel core helmet with a bit of a different face thing with like the mouth, and it looks so good. I'm excited for that. Also, I noticed that his shotgun is the same as General Hawk's, and it's pretty cool. Except I like that they have more paint on this. They put so much paint onto this, I'm surprised at how much they added. Also, he comes with 2 gas tanks. Hopefully we can like attach them somewhere though to like
you can.
It'd be cool if you could get like a little I don't think they will, but it would be cool if they had a little flap that you would put them in.
So there is a bracket on the very back of the Vamp. It's above the hitch, and that's where the gas tanks are going to go. Again, you made some really good points there, Dex. Bringing up the gas tanks too, that's just more storytelling. But they go on the back of the Vamp. There's a hitch there to tow smaller vehicles. His helmet is his own style of steel core trooper helmet. It's not just another repaint. It's totally different. It's even sculpted differently. So basically the way those helmets work is there's the outside shell of the helmet, there's the visor, and then there's a blank spot, and they pop in different custom-made shields or masks that can go right there. And his is different from everyone else's. His has nostrils, and overall it looks sort of like Tiger Shark type of logo on there with the teeth. But it ends up looking almost like, because of the shape of the helmet, a Ninja Turtle helmet almost. And we'll point out that Clutch was also sculpted by Fred Aczon.
Yeah, it's an amazing sculpt. Also, I really like the Vamp with that giant machine gun. I just can't wait to just, like, chuck someone on there and then just have them attached to there. And that will look so cool. And also there's little handlebars there. It will look amazing. And they even have little decals that say first aid kit.
Yeah, there are a lot of cool little Easter eggs in the deco all over the Vamp. Take some time looking through that. We haven't seen them all because we've only seen one side of the Vamp so far. Like you just referred to, parts of this are interchangeable. So the G.I. Joe team has come out and said Clutch's helmet is interchangeable so that you can have someone else riding in the Vamp with him wearing that helmet
That's good.
They said it's a universal system so that everyone's supposed to be able to jump in and ride in the Vamp and be part of it. So we're moving quickly into a territory of so much cool stuff in G.I. Joe Classified.
And I don't think you're going to have to worry about trying to paint it to make a stinger, because they're making a stinger.
Yeah, the G.I. Joe team first hinted at and then outright told us. We're getting a Cobra Stinger, and it's joining G.I. Joe Classified series in 2024. I can only assume that that's going to come with the gray Cobra officer as the driver.
Or even someone new.
I'm still going to expect that they're going to have the standard driver, right? We got Clutch with the Vamp. Either way, we're getting new vehicles, and they're the ones that we want.
Yeah.
And they're going to be for retail.
I'm going to really love this one.
Yeah, this is not a HasLab, right? So this is where we're headed. We've got a total of 3 vehicles coming in the next year. The Vamp, the Stinger, and the third one is a mystery, but I think we have some hints that it's tied to the Dreadnoks. So there are some exciting times ahead. We know the Vamp for sure, the Stinger as well, and I think we're pretty sure that the Thunder Machine is the third one. The G.I. Joe team already said that the Thunder Machine is too small for a HasLab. That means it's coming to retail, and with all the Dreadnoks coming out next year, it's going to be the year of the Dreadnoks, folks.
Next, Techno Viper and SMS.
Yeah, the Techno Viper is going to include more accessories than is shown in the render image.
This thing's humongous. You cannot fit all the accessories. Yeah. It's awesome. I really like the Techno Viper. If you get the Hiss Tank, this will look amazing. And you can attach this, I'm pretty sure, on the back of the Hiss Tank, because they have little hitches that
or the Stinger. Yeah. It has 2 positions, one for higher vehicles, like the Hiss Tank, and then the second one, according to John from the G.I. Joe team, is going to be for the size of the Cobra Stinger. In terms of accessories, the Techno Viper will have more. Okay, so for anyone worried out there that he doesn't have enough or that he doesn't have the standard accessories that he normally comes with, he will. He's going to have a backpack. He's going to have all the normal accessories that it originally came with, and they're going to attach to the backpack. The Techno Viper does have a readout screen on his arm. There's a control panel screen on the side of the SMS as well. And Dex, you mentioned that the SMS is so big that it takes up most of the image here, right?
Yeah.
It dwarfs everything else. The reason why. Those missiles are 9 inches long. That's longer than a G.I. Joe figure. Now, we talked about the Vamp also turning into a Cobra Stinger. Well, the good news is the SMS is going to be turning into the MMS, the Mobile Missile System as well. The G.I. Joe team has been hinting that that's going to join G.I. Joe Classified in 2024, the MMS. So G.I. Joe and Cobra are going to go back and forth. We've got the Hiss Tank versus the Dragonfly. We've got the Vamp versus the Cobra Stinger. We've got the SMS versus the MMS. So many great options. And we're just getting started with vehicles. How exciting is this? Most of the excitement from G.I. Joe in the 80s wasn't just the cool looking figures. It was the wide world of vehicles.
Yeah.
Very soon we're entering year 4. So now some of those kinks are starting to be worked out and we're getting to the good stuff. And that's what I love about this episode. We're talking about all the things that everyone's excited about. There was so much buzz after San Diego Comic-Con because of everything that we're covering today. What do you think of Techno Viper and the SMS, and what do you give it on your excitement level from 1 to 10?
I would give it an 8 out of 10. It's amazing. I can't wait for it. It's going to be like crazy just attaching it to the back of all these vehicles that are coming in the future. I can't wait.
I agree. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. That feels like it's a little low. I'm not a big Techno Viper fan, that's why, but I do appreciate the sculpting on this. I think this is another slam dunk. What a win. G.I. Joe Classified fans are the winners here. We're talking about it. We're excited about it. All of this is great. We're not done there because we've still got to talk about the pipeline list with all the name-only reveals, the ones we haven't seen at this moment. So just to recap, here's what we're waiting for that we know about. Quick Kick, Big Boa, Torch, Doc, Airborne, Jinx, Retro Duke, Retro Scarlet, and while this hasn't been announced, it doesn't have to be. Retro Cobra Commander. So Dex, which of these figures are you most excited for?
I gotta go with Big Boa. He's gonna be awesome. Yeah. I cannot wait.
I match your excitement for Big Boa, but it's only beaten by one character on this list, Doc. He's gonna come with a stretcher. We all know he will, and he's one of the classic characters, right? From a long time ago, right from the very beginning almost. I know a lot of us have been waiting for Doc, and now he's on the list. We know he's on the way. That's pretty cool. And I'm going to go one step further. I predict that one of the figures that's going to be joining Classified very soon is Xandar. I think he's ready for a 2024 release. This is just speculation and a prediction. I think we're going to find out very soon about Xandar joining Classified. I'm excited for that. I'm a big fan of the Dreadnoks, big fan of Xandar and Zorana, so take it with a grain of salt, but I feel very confident in saying that Xandar has been designed, sculpted, and completed. Again, speculation, but I'm saying this for a reason. We'll wait and see. I think we've got a lot of really fun times ahead of us. We got through the dark days. We get to enjoy this line and watch it grow. With the retro line, we're getting double a lot of the figures that have come along, right? So not only just the G.I. Joe Classified mainline and all the exclusives, we're going to have a whole bunch of retro-inspired figures coming as well. The good times are here, people. Let's enjoy them. That's what we're here for, enjoying the figures and celebrating the world of G.I. Joe. Any last words, Dex? Are you excited for the next year that's ahead of us?
Yeah, I'm super pumped.
And they've already completed the 2024 lineup, and they're working on 2025 right now. They're excited, we're excited, I hope all of you are excited, and I'm glad that you're along the ride with us because we're going to be celebrating all of it. And that brings us to our question of the day. Which of the name-only reveals are you most excited for? Dex mentioned Big Boa, and I mentioned Doc. Let's hear from you guys. We want to know what you guys are excited about right now and what you're most hyped for. So drop a comment down below and let us know, and let's talk about it. My name is Liam. You can follow me on Instagram at Viper Island. For all things G.I. Joe, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If you want to support the show, smash that like button. Until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, have a great day, and yo Joe!